Good morning, everybody. I'm T.A. Walker.
And I'm Victoria Lewis, a digital producer here at WPTV. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday the 13th, which we'll get to with our very own Ashley Walters in a second. But I know everybody wants to know what's going on with Fred. So Katya Hall, she's taping some stuff right now for our digital platforms. When she's done with that, she'll come back with all of our graphics and stuff like that to get you the update. Basically, I think the bottom line is it's going to rain a lot. So we'll hear from her in just a moment. First, I want to talk about third time's a charm. And this is with the booster shots that are now being recommended by the FDA, right?
So this is just for immune compromised people, and it's pretty common actually with vaccinations there. Part of the reason that these people are considered immune compromised is that, when we get a vaccine, we get the message like, hey, if this COVID shows up, this is how you fight it. And they get that message too, but their body tends to forget it a bit quicker than the normal one does. So this is just kind of a little reminder so they can continue to have that protection from the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, so that's new guidance coming from them. I do want to bring in, I don't think we're ready for that. So we're going to bring in, we're ready for that. We're saying goodbye to Bobby Bowden,
legendary FSU coach, which I think everybody in this state knows, but especially Peter Burke.
So Peter Burke, he's our executive producer here at WPTV News Channel 5. And you are definitely a FSU fan. You switched shifts today so you could go participate. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bobby Bowden, as everybody knows, he died Sunday. Lived a good life, 91 years. So now he's gone. It's like it's crushing for a lot of longtime Noles. I grew up, he was literally the coach for the first 30 years of my life. He was the only guy you knew. My parents went to school at FSU. I then went there, and he was the coach when my parents were there, and he was still the coach when I was there. I had the privilege of covering the team when I was a student journalist. I kind of get a little emotional thinking about it because he was a very influential person to a lot of people. So anyway, he's they're doing a bunch of stuff in Tallahassee to honor him. They're gonna have a he's going to be lying in state in the old Florida Capitol, which is, it's a really neat distinction. Not a lot of, it's usually kind of reserved for, politicians and elected officials. So they're doing that. And then he's going to be at the Coyle Moore Athletic Center, which is attached to the football stadium.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain some of the FSU stuff.
Right. So that it's appropriate, and that's going on today, and then
aren't flags haven't they been ordered to be at half mast today?
They're flying at half staff. It's at 3 locations in Tallahassee, outside of the state capitol. Tallahassee City Hall, and I think the Leon County Courthouse. And then the funeral.
Bobby, he's an upstanding person. Lots of people commenting this morning, and I know it's a big day for you guys. And Pete has done a lot of work online at WPTV.com, and you wrote a nice, thoughtful obituary. And so check that out because Pete put his heart and soul into that. Been working on it for a while, and we will say thank you for keeping us up to date this morning, Pete, and go clock out. Time to go.
Night.
Bye, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, he was still the coach the first year I was there. So, there's a little bit of an age difference between Pete and I. And even once he wasn't the coach anymore, he was still just a legend there. Like, if he ever wanted to come back to campus and do whatever, everybody was like, please come back. He came back and he did my commencement address and everything. And he was just such a great, kind man.
You can tell that. I'm not an FSU fan, but you can really tell that, all the fans he was very endearing to them. And so, but I do want to bring in our very own Ashley Walters because today is Friday the 13th, switching gears here. Hi, Ashley. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, TA. Good morning, Victoria. Yes, Friday the 13th. And by the way, we looked it up, and this only happens like every 215 days or something. It's only happening one time this year and only one time next year. So if this is your superstition, don't worry. You can give it a little time and it will be over with for a bit.
I remember when I was a little kid, all these superstitions were a big deal. Like, I think you had on the morning show this morning about walking under a ladder. Like,
Right. So
now
a
I'm
lot
like,
of
what?
people are afraid of that. I
Well, you
know.
can't
I've
step
been
on
under
a crack,
ladders.
you'll break your mama's back, you know?
Right, or
Oh,
open
right.
umbrella inside. That's
Mhm.
another one. So there's
Oh
I
gosh, I
think
actually
did
these
a
are
that
all just
survey
yesterday.
rules
done.
that parents created to make us not do things that weren't safe. Doesn't, you know what I mean?
That could be. That could be. You wonder. So there was
You
actually a
figured out the
survey done.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Conspiracy. So there was a survey. Somebody looked at like the Google searches of every state to see what people are actually most superstitious about in different places. And this one I found really weird. Here in Florida, it's that ladybugs landing on you could be bad luck. I always heard it was good luck. I
It
don't
seems like
understand
good
that.
luck you got a ladybug on you.
Yeah.
No, so
Okay.
funny. But yeah, the superstitions, they say that, black cats are harder to get adopted. There are hundreds of them in our viewing area that need a good home. Just these wacky things we kind of make up. But a lot of athletes, like baseball stars, it seems like the baseball players are the most superstitious, but
Oh, that's true.
superstitions in athletics, like, yeah.
And the fans are too. The fans feel like if they don't wear a certain sock or a certain jersey, that they could cost their team to lose. So that's really funny. Anything
Do
else
you
you
all
want to
have
add before?
superstitions? Oh, I don't have
Oh,
any. I'll walk under the ladder while opening the umbrella and crossing paths with a black cat. I'm good.
the mirror one. I feel like there's something to that. Breaking a mirror. I don't know.
Mm.
There's a broken mirror that
Yeah.
Holly Davis uses sometimes, and I'm like, ugh.
Whenever I still find myself throwing it over my left shoulder, even though I know like there's no reason to do that, but I still just automatic it goes.
Just for good measure, just to make sure we're good.
All right, Ash. Thanks so much. We appreciate you.
Have a good
I know you guys want to know what's going on with Fred. Katya Hall will be here when she's done recording some stuff for our digital platform. So we'll say hi to folks. Charlie Lewis. Good morning, Charlie. Let's see. Oh, my mom's watching. So I had my boyfriend and my mom. And Connie, Rip Bobby Bowden. Yeah, absolutely. So let's go get organized here. I was trying to just accommodate all of our guests. What's up next? Free food. Can you tell us about that, Victoria?
Yes. So, we've had a lot of food giveaways this year, kind of just to adjust for the need in our community. And this one is at the Palm Beach outlets. It starts at 8 a.m. and it's going to go pretty much as long as supplies last. I think they said they had supplies for a couple hundred families and it's drive up. So, they're trying to maintain social distancing, but still get people the help that they need. Yeah,
absolutely. That's really kind of them to do that. It's always nice when you see the community coming together to help those who are less fortunate than themselves. This weekend, we have a wonderful 5 fun things list for you. Lots of laughs. Comedian Michael Blackson is going to be at the BB&T Center. The tickets are in the hundreds of dollars, but it's going to be lots of laughs for sure. Restaurant Week is going on starting on Monday. And I put it on the list because it goes from August 16th to the end of the month. And at the end of this broadcast, we have a story that we'll play that explains everything you need to know about Restaurant Week. Now, I can't say this, Victoria, so I'm going to let you try and say what this is.
Absolutely. 70s?
That's not fair. How did you get that? That is so not fair.
I love puns. What can I say?
I had to record a segment for last night's 7 p.m. show, and thank God we were recording it because we had to start over 5 times because I couldn't say absolutely 70s. Like it just
there you go. You
out.
got it now.
So now that we made the whole crew make me start over, they're going to be at Tradition Theater there in Port St. Lucie. Tomorrow night, and they're going to sing all the songs from the 70s sounding like the ABBA group. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Twelfth night. They're going to have a Shakespeare show. 12th night. They're going to do it one day in Delray Beach and one day in Boca. What's great is it's free. You just got to register. And of course, there's VIP tickets if you want to get that. All the information for all these things on our website, wptv.com/taste. And then in Lake Park, it's the memories of Elvis in concert. And what's really cool about this show is the guy doing it. He's the only person been invited out to Elvis's estate to perform. He's that good. So I think that's pretty cool. Anything you want to add before we get to the hidden gem?
No, I think that all sounds like a good time. I just hope Fred doesn't rain any of it out.
Well, most of it's indoors. BB&T Center, Tradition Theater. Yeah, it's all inside. I think we're good, unless I'm forgetting something here. Yeah, we did well this week. We planned it around the weather.
According, everybody knew like it's hurricane season. You got to plan inside.
I totally did that on purpose, right? All right, here's this week's hidden gem.
It is almost like a town square of Hope Sound. It has a little bit of everything for everyone, but its true character is its larger-than-life owner, Harry MacArthur.
Harry MacArthur's family bought the business in 1952. Harry and the Natives was a place to fuel up along the busy US 1 north to south travel route long before I-95.
We've been here for 68 years and very lucky. We used to be a restaurant, gas station, motel, Western Union, bus station.
Now still a local hotspot with music under the Tiki Bar and great food. Harry even has installed Tesla charging stations so today's modern cars can continue to fuel up.
I thought that would turn out to be business, but all they do is come and park their Tesla, plug it in, and then they leave. I guess it was a little short-sighted on my part. I thought a lot of times we don't think these things through.
It's a family affair.
My sister Paula still works for us. We're still very much, my kids work for me. We're still running as a family business.
Harry says he doesn't feel like running the business is work.
I just go see my friends. I don't go to work. Everybody else goes to work.
Right now, the worker shortage is causing him to close 2 days a week. But Harry looks on the bright side.
Yeah, but I get 2 days off.
Oh, so that's new.
First time in 36 years. It only took me 36 years to get 2 days off. So, there's a bright side to everything. You know it, TA.
Now on our website, you can find about 100 hidden gems. Just go to wptv.com/hidden gems. And if you have an idea to add to our list, you can fill out a form there too. So also, we should point out Harry and the Natives is always a stop on Steve's ride for the Red Cross, so we like to thank him for that. Reporting in studio, T. Walker, WPTV, News Channel 5.
I just love that guy. He is hysterical.
That's the most positive person I've ever heard. Like, yeah, I can't open my business 2 days a week, but like I get days off for the first time in forever. I'm like, wow, you know how to find that silver lining.
Yeah, and I was in the Tiki Bar area, and he has a cutout of Brian Mast, Congressman Brian Mast. And then I didn't realize right next to it, it's the same cutout is a cutout of him. And so I guess they're friendly together, but I thought that was really funny. There's so much uniqueness in there. He works with the Chamber of Commerce. It's when it says Harry and the Natives are really the community that they serve. And it's a fun place, and it's always good live music there for sure. But don't get fooled. They close early on Sundays. We thought we'd go there for like a 1 o'clock lunch. I think they close at 1. So just FYI.
Okay, so really old school, closing early on Sundays. Okay.
Hey, got to get to football.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's becoming that time.
Katia Hall is supposed to be here in a minute. She's not yet. So I'm going to play this story we made for Restaurant Week. We spent all of week before last, was it Victoria, running around the Palm Beaches and trying to get this compiled. It's very in-depth, so we'll play it for you now while we wait for Katia.
It's the first annual Love Palm Beaches Restaurant Week, and over 90 restaurants are participating.
Get great deals and explore exciting new places at amazing price points. Foodies can indulge in the best of dining throughout Palm Beach County. Some restaurants have a prefix dinner menu like PB Catch on Palm Beach.
Well, we're featuring it for $55, which is actually a great little bargain for our restaurant.
First, we can choose from a Caesar salad, a squash and feta salad, and what is this?
It's a charcuterie.
See, these are big words that I don't know how to pronounce.
It's a play on words. We loved it. You take the charcuterie concept, which is cold cuts, and you use just seafood. So smoked, brined, cured, all those kinds of things. And they're very interesting, wonderful flavors.
They absolutely are. And then for our entrees, you could do a swordfish.
Ciopino, it's a wonderful seafood broth, tomato-based, out of actually San Francisco is where that was born.
And then, I'm from Texas, so I love me some steak. And you have a hanger steak, right?
Exactly. Beautifully tender, char grilled, and then we serve it with an anchovy chermoula. So it's got more of a Mediterranean flavor, and of course our famous sea salt.
Which is like a Moroccan thing, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
I want to pause this because Katya just popped in and everybody loves the weather. So I'm going to interrupt that. I hope you don't mind. Because Katya, you know how it is with the weather. Even if the cone's sort of near us, people panic when it may not be reason to panic. But they need people like you, our expert scientists from the First Alert Weather Team, to guide us through it. So take us through some of this stuff.
All right. Well, what we're mainly going to see this weekend here is pretty much just heavy rainfall. And we do have the potential for some severe weather and also some gusty winds. But for the most part, here, let me share my screen real quick. Can I do this? Let me see.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. And also, this has been dropping out every once in a while. So I apologize if that happens ahead of time. Okay. So it's just a depression right now. But again, throughout the day, it is going to interact with that warm ocean water and it will strengthen back into a tropical storm sometime this afternoon. And then Fred will start to move up towards the Keys by Saturday afternoon and then up towards Fort Myers early Sunday morning, towards the Panhandle early Monday morning. And then it will start to lift out of the state, moving up towards Tennessee by the middle of next week. So again, this just updated. Okay, perfect. So you guys are just now.
This is why everything we've been planning today has worked out. Best Friday the 13th broadcast ever.
All right, we knew this was going to happen. We were just waiting for it to happen. So before, a flood watch was just issued for Palm Beach County, but now the entire viewing area under a flood watch. Let me see if I believe it's the same time frames too. So all the way through Sunday, this just means that we're watching out for the potential for flooding. So that's what a flood watch means. And that's, again, what we're expecting through the weekend. Very heavy rainfall, about 4 to 6 inches possible. Isolated amounts could be even higher. This is not really a big wind event. We'll see some windy conditions from time to time, but it's more of a rain event than a wind event. And then again, with some of the squalls that move through, we could run into some strong to severe storms, and those could produce tornadoes. So our weather team is going to be watching pretty much the radar all weekend long, watching out for the potential for, tornadoes that spin up and things like that. But yeah, we are under severe weather threat through the weekend, also a risk for flash flooding. So just take it easy out there. More of a rain event. It's kind of one of those weekends where I know, TA, there's a lot of things going on this weekend, I'm sure.
But we planned them all indoors. All indoors.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
See?
Then that's great. Oh, see what I was talking about?
Yep, there you go. You lost it. No worries.
Actually, oh my gosh, this happens all the time. We need to get this updated. So anyways, yeah.
I just because I see that cone was sort of near us and it could go all the way to the right, the error cone, the storm could actually go all the way to the right. Is this more of it's going to rain this weekend pretty heavily from time to time, or is it like we're going to get a brunt of the storm?
So we're on kind of the right side of the storm, which is kind of the worst part of the storms. Yeah. But even though, we always say, even though we're outside of the cone, doesn't mean we're not going to feel any impacts. Now, I will say that most of the models, basically most of them are taking a track a little bit more to the west of us. So again, while the center will be west, we're pretty much expecting kind of repeated rounds of heavy rainfall. And so that's what's going to be the main threat through the weekend.
And that's through Sunday night, you said?
Was that?
And that was through Sunday night, you said? And then Monday will be looking a little clearer?
Monday will still be kind of scattered shower activity, but most of the storm should pretty much lift north of our area by that point. So we do think the wettest time frame is looking like Saturday afternoon through Saturday evening. Okay. That's the best part of the weekend, right?
I'm starting vacation on Sunday, so I feel like it's
lucky you.
Going up to Universal for fun, not to work. I have never done that. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
You've never just been for fun?
No, I always go in with all the camera equipment and working by myself. And it's hot and you're masked
Oh
up pretty
yeah.
completely. And then you like go and shoot your stuff, and then they say thank you so much, and you drive back down. You drive up, you go in, you drive back down. Like everybody's like, oh, you have the best
Wow.
job. You get to have so much fun. I'm like, it's a lot of work.
No, I totally get what you're saying, because when you go to an event to work it, it's not as fun as, you don't get to enjoy it as everybody else is around you. Everybody always thinks that, like, oh, you guys have the coolest jobs. It's like, well, sometimes when we're working, we're so focused on what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So I hope you get to ride that Velocicoaster, TA, again.
Yes, that was so funny.
That one was I will say that ride was so scary.
But it's
scary.
smooth though. I liked it. Like I didn't feel like my neck or anything was hurting after it. Like you're going fast and stuff, but it doesn't whip you around a lot, which is nice.
Yep.
I disagree with all that. And there you go. All right, Katya, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Stay dry.
Absolutely. Take care. I do want to go back to Restaurant Week, Victoria, because it's a big deal for these restaurants. This was PB Catch that we were talking to. It starts on Monday, goes to the end of the month. You can talk for a second.
Okay, yeah, and they're raising money, right? Was it the food bank or something?
This is something else. This Restaurant Week
sorry.
is where you get great deals on restaurants, and
You get to try a bunch of new stuff.
yeah, so you can go and have a nice dinner on Palm Beach for $55, which is unheard of. Or you can go to this, we'll see in a little bit, some limited time offers at a quick service restaurant. All types of price points are participating. It's just where to get the best deals. And let's go ahead and turn this back on.
Okay. We have a blueberry sundae, know how to pronounce that, a mango sorbet,
And yes, indeed.
and a cappuccino that you could do.
Well, we wanted to give the option if somebody didn't want to go dessert and the full sugar route. Now we've got nice coffee to go with it.
Excellent. So why do you guys participate in Restaurant Week? Why is it important to you?
Well, here on Palm Beach, we may have this perception that PB Catch is not suitable for everyday dining, and really it is. We've got some wonderful choices and all kinds of price points, and this is a great way for us to invite the general public and people that have never tried us before to really come out and do exactly that.
During the Palm Beach's Restaurant Week, explore restaurants with breathtaking views, like 3800 Ocean on Singer Island, so you'll be in the know about the Palm Beach's hidden gems.
This is really a quintessential Florida experience. If you have out-of-town guests, you can see the water, see the sand, see the trees, have an upscale dining experience, and park for free.
You do have the view, you've got the great weather, you've got a wonderful outlook for it, and it's just getting those people out and getting to realize there's great gems in your backyard to find them.
3800 Ocean has a prefix menu for lunch and dinner for $25 and $45 respectively, featuring their take on a Caesar salad, a pesto meatball flatbread, thick-cut Idaho potato fries, herb-marinated French chicken breast, and for dessert, banana cheesecake.
The Palm Beach's Restaurant Week really has dining for every price point. That's why we're here with Louis Grayson. You own a special shop here in Delray, right?
Yes, Ramen Lab Eatery here in Delray Beach.
And what makes it unique?
The uniqueness is that we create our own ramen noodles. We make everything from scratch. You still have grandma in the back making dumplings in the morning.
That sounds fantastic.
All the sauces and everything are in-house, and I think we're one of the only ones that have different dishes from Japan, Korea, a little bit of Thai, all mixed into one.
For the Palm Beach's Restaurant Week, what are some of the dishes you're going to be featuring?
So some of the dishes are going to be off-menu items. So for example, we're going to have a bluefin tuna sashimi slices with an Asian pico de gallo, and then we'll have a A5 Japanese Wagyu beef and a tonkatsu pork broth ramen. And some of our favorites are like the cauliflower, the spicy cauliflower, and the gochujang sauce.
You know, people really are digging the limited time offers, and it really gets people into your shop.
Yes, I think it's a great thing to do once a year at least, and it helps our restaurant to be a little bit more innovative and create a different type of menu that can bring more people to the restaurant.
Discover the Palm Beaches and the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association say this week is important for restaurants in the Palm Beaches.
There are supply chain issues, there are employee shortages, so many things that you guys have to overcome. So is this week really a great opportunity to say, hey, we're back and ready to go?
Absolutely. Not only in that direction, but also because, once again, I think the general public needs to be aware of all these things, and I think for the most part they do. This gives everybody a chance to participate in helping all our restaurants stay alive.
forget what happened in the past. We're pushing forward with great food.
Been having so many challenges in terms of what you said in terms of price, labor, and we're continuing to have those challenges right now. However, with the support of the local community and helping them come to support the restaurant week, I think it'll be beneficial for all the restaurants.
The Palm Beaches Restaurant Week starts Monday, August 16th and runs through the end of the month. So come support Palm Beach County's best local restaurants. Get a bite to eat, perhaps sip a craft cocktail. You can find out which restaurants are participating by going to palmbeachesdining.com. On Singer Island, T.A. Walker for WPTV News Channel 5.
Sorry, that was that was a fun piece to do. We worked with the sales department to make that. I think it's going to run in that 5-minute block after the 11. So I'm excited to get out and try some new restaurants. I kind of go in the same rut all the time.
No, I always end up in the same too. And that's perfect for like date night. You know, it's like you have like a little pre-planned menu, makes it all cute and romantic, and you know, doesn't cost you too much.
I want to bring in Kathy Fernandez. She doesn't know I'm doing this. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
This is our intern. What are you doing there? You look bored to death. Are you bored?
No, I'm just making sure everything's okay.
When is your last day?
Today.
No.
Oh, well, you have done such a wonderful job working with us. You honestly, truly just became one of the team members that you could just ask to do something. And we really appreciate you. And I figured it was either today or next week, and I'm going on vacation. So I wanted to make sure we said thank you in true WPTV style. To thank you for being our producer, our intern, all the things. So you've done a great job, and I hope you learned something.
I did. I learned a lot.
Would you say, Victoria?
I said, and graphic designer even on occasion, you know, like usually I'm the one doing all the graphics, and I actually had like a lot of help with that. So thank you so much. We're going to miss you. We know you're going to do amazing things, and maybe come back.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Job openings. That's all I have to say. All right. You guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday the 13th.